YouTube, welcome back, guys. We're here to do a Matchday 2 review with Ralphie and Jake. How you doing, boys?
Not bad. How about you?
Yeah, good. Well, not good, but yep. We know why. Boys, what do we think? What do we think about the weekend's games so far?
Pretty shit.
Same here. Very disappointing the last 24 hours.
Very disappointing, you say?
Yep. That's why I've got my Perth Glory shirt on instead of my
I guess we'll start. Hey, Mary. We'll start. I guess what are the games you got? We'll start obviously going through Liverpool versus Burnley. I know for myself, I personally stayed up and watched that game. Salah had a goal disallowed. I think that's Jota and Tishka Mishkis or whatever he's. How does anyone pronounce his name?
Tiscamas, I think, something like that.
Timiscus or something.
Yeah,
I am bloody Greek. And then great goal by Jota, and then I think that Mane goal was really good as well. Great flick on by Trent, and obviously Salah got like an offside goal. Did you see actually in that game they've done like they thickened the lines. So that's what I really noticed. I've seen
a
Simicas. Okay, that's how you say it. Simicas. Okay, Simicas. That makes sense. Yeah, Simicas. Yeah. Sorry, what were you saying, Ralph?
I've seen a video / photo this morning, and with the Salah offside, it was very, very marginal. Hey, even with Bruno last week against who do we play? Leeds. It looked the same to me. One was straight offside, and then you're injured, and then the other one, like Salah, I thought exactly the same. Yet offside instantly. Really quick, without seeing the replays, without seeing the line, now that they've changed the video and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, how do you feel about not seeing it? I don't actually like...
Six tonight, come around.
He'll be back on Wednesday night, bro. He'll be back on Wednesday night. Yeah, how do you guys feel about actually not seeing the VAR? For me, it's pretty weird not seeing how they fucking fiddle around with it and where their judgment points are. Like, did you actually see in the Serie A that Ronaldo offside?
Yeah, that was like point.
That is fucking close. Did you see that, Ralphie?
No, I didn't see it. No.
Oh yeah, Ronaldo came on second half substitute and scored the winner, and celebrated, took his shirt off, running around like crazy, and VAR called it offside. It's fucking like dead on.
In the end, they got a yellow card and no goal.
What do you say? You want to see VAR? Yeah, I look at look at the display photo.
No, that's what I thought too.
It's Mikel Arteta. It's Mikel in the Taliban.
He's a fraud. He is a fraud.
That should have been a pen. That should have been a pen for sure.
Do you think it was a pen? All right, we'll talk about this. I posted a video today. Me personally, I don't think it was a penalty. Did you see the penalty, Ralph?
No.
You need to catch up. No. You need to catch up.
No, I didn't. I watched Liverpool. I watched Liverpool live. I watched obviously United live. I think I watched. When was the pen? Was that first half or second half?
Second. The first. Was it first or second?
We're running to the.
Was that early in the morning? Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, I was going to say because because obviously United game was first, and then Liverpool, not Liverpool, Chelsea Arsenal played after. Chelsea Arsenal played after. So I was that angry that I couldn't get to sleep after the United game, and I sort of with half an eye open watched the first 15-20 minutes of the Arsenal Chelsea game before I slowly fell to sleep. Just from obviously after my team disappointing me. So no, I didn't see the pen. I haven't. No.
Yeah, I actually, me personally, I don't think it was a penalty. I just think that like the way the Saka ran into it, like he sort of like kicked. Who the hell was the one to make the tackle? Was it Reece James?
I think it was Reece James. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, to me, it was soft. I just said like if that happened against like us, I would be pissed off if that was a penalty. So that's the way I look at it. What we got? Arsenal players better last week. Yeah, I don't know, bro. Norwich is looking solid. Norwich got slapped, man.
Hey, I was pretty close. You were. Oh, actually, I think Dill, you're the best. You're the closest. But when I said 6-0 City, all you three laughed.
Yeah, that's true.
And it
Didn't
was
I say
5-0.
Didn't I say 5?
No, you said 5-1. You said 5-1.
5-1.
I said 4. Yeah, I think I said 4-0.
I think I went 5-1 just so I could get what's his name? Fucking hell, forgot his name now.
Pookie.
No, Pookie. What's the skinny little blondie?
Oh yeah, in the midfield, yeah.
That kid, yeah.
Chat, what's his name? I'm having a freaking mind blank now.
I can't remember either. I know. I can't remember.
What's his name? Oh my god, he's in my freaking team. I can't remember his name now. Is that a Perth Glory kit? Yeah, it's a Perth Glory kit. I think Cantwell. Yeah,
Cantwell.
Chicken came in.
That's it.
Wolves deserved a point against Spurs. I didn't watch the full game against Spurs, so I can't really.
Spurs suck. They're as bad as actually. They're not as bad.
They
as us,
suck, but
no one's as bad as us.
They're winning. The problem is, and I said this. I posted like a video like last week. I said like Tottenham have an identity after 6 weeks of having like Nuno in charge. Yet we've got this fucking dickhead coaching us, and we've got nothing after 2 years. And arguably, like we've got better players, player for player, than what Tottenham do, other than like Harry Kane and Son. Like, is there anyone really better in their team, realistically? I guess maybe Lloris. I don't think they have really anyone else.
Yeah, but even Lloris was a bit average last year in a few games, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was
making a few mistakes. He was pretty average.
We haven't scored in 4. Sydney FC is banter. Yeah.
Better. Yes.
Is better. Oh, I thought it was a banter. We haven't scored in 4 games. What was the 4? I can't even remember the phone.
Because it's been. Wait, who's our president? We had Chelsea. Wait, no, didn't we score against Chelsea?
When?
Wait, in the preseason friendly, do we score? Oh no, Tottenham game. I think it counts from that point. I think.
Yeah.
Because we didn't score in that one. It's been the first 2 games of Premier League. Wait, what was this Chelsea score? What was that? I don't remember that game.
Last night,
the preseason. No, the preseason friendly. That one, yeah.
Oh, I can't even remember that. But yeah,
games.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, going back to Liverpool. Yeah, 2-0. I think I said 3 or something.
I said 2-0 for that one. I said 2-0.
Oh, did you?
But not the goal scorers, right?
We've got to make sure on Wednesday. I need to write down the score lines actually to remember because I'm bloody forgetting. Danny Ings obviously got off. That was actually a banging goal by Ings. Villa 2 to Newcastle. That bicycle was fucking sick. That was a great goal by Ings in that game. What was it? Palace and Brentford. That was a dead game. I think there was like 1 shot. But Vieira getting his first.
If you go back to Wednesday night, I said Palace and Brentford. Exactly. I said it will be a dull game. Brentford, after beating Arsenal away from home, will scrape out a draw. Palace are always cagey at home. It'll be boring and it will be a draw, and it was 0-0. Perfect prediction.
I wonder if any hopes for next week. Nah, Sam. I'm gonna.
You got City? Do you have City?
Yeah, we have City on Saturday.
Oh, shimmers.
Yeah, but you know, like I said last week, when City lose, the next team they verse, they slap up. So
yeah,
obviously that was good that it was Norwich. So maybe they just beat us like 2 or 3-0. You know.
Here's a question for you both, though.
Yeah.
When was the last time? Well, I'm sure it might have happened regularly, but when was the last time that Arsenal went the first 3 games of the Premier League with 3 losses, not scoring a goal? Because didn't score against Brentford, haven't scored against Chelsea.
No. I'll tell you. I'll give something to you. It's the first 2 games right now. The fact that we've scored no goals in the first 2 games and received no points. It's the first time in 122 years in Arsenal's history that we've ever done that.
Oh my god!
Little fun fact for you. 122 fucking years.
That's not fun.
Hey, I'm telling you, this Arteta, bro, he fucking breaks every fucking record possible that's bad. The amount of bad records that this guy breaks is actually unbelievable. It actually mind boggles me. The only record that he broke that was
biggest
good,
fraud,
bro. People just forget so much. Like 2020, Arsenal went 2.5 months without winning a game. 2.5
that was pain.
all the way up until we versed you guys at Old Trafford, and somehow we fucking won 1-0 with that penalty.
The
which
goal
broke
of
the
the month.
voodoo for 14. Jake was barely fucking born, bro. The last time we won at Old Trafford, bro, it's ridiculous. Like, that's the only good result that we've had the whole time. Other than that, like, I can't remember the last time we've done like anything good under him. Like, honestly, I genuinely can't. Like the amount of bad records that he's broken.
Surely, what lose to City international break? Who have you got after City? Oh, sorry, who have you got after the international break?
See, we've got the Carabao Cup because we didn't make Europe, so we're in the second round. So we're in the second round, so we're gonna versus West Brom, and West Brom just slapped up Sheffield 4-0.
Yeah, I was watching that game.
I watched that game last week, and they played so good, man. They were doing exactly what fucks us: crosses in the box, long throw-ins. So we're
after the international break.
That was before. That's what, Thursday?
Is that before? I can't remember
the West Brom game. I think it's Thursday or something.
Because the way I'm looking at it, right? So you've got City in the next game, so you would assume 0 for the Premier League, and then you've got the break. So who have you got for the next 2 games after the international break? Because if you don't,
Norwich and Tottenham.
Oh, really? So realistically speaking, I would say that you could have, without
0 points.
No banter aside, I'd probably say that you would have potentially 1 to maybe 3 points from a possible 15. Because I don't see you beating Tottenham. I don't see you beating City. You might get a draw or a win against Norwich. So come end of September, you could have 1 point from 15, and that's bad.
But you know what?
That's bad.
Me personally, like I watched a lot of like fan cams and stuff on other channels today, and I'm so shocked that 50% of people are still saying like, give him time. Dude, I'm not even kidding you. You should see Twitter, bro. I went on a thing on the football terrace this morning, and this dude had an argument with me that we need to give Arteta time, and he couldn't give me an answer why. He just couldn't fucking give me an answer why. But he said, "No, we just got to trust him. Just got to trust him." I don't know
what the fuck. Trust him with what?
I don't know. Hey, as we get into the trust thing, what's this? Hey, Josh, do you know someone by the name of Brad Kendall?
Oh, Anthony, no, I don't. Who's that?
Is that funny?
Don't know. What's
the inside joke? Can I get cancelled for it? Is it a porn star?
Is it a porn star?
No.
Is it Burnley and Norwich? Yeah, I did that. Julian guy is fucking on crack, bro. Honestly. He might be a nice guy.
Who is it, Jake? Who's that bloke?
It's our old football coach from like 2 years ago. He looks exactly like you and sounds exactly like you.
Oh,
like, exactly. That's why.
Give me a photo.
I probably do know Brad Kendall. Then, yeah, my brother.
DCL or Ings? DCL, bro.
Yeah,
I would love Calvert-Lewin at Arsenal.
No, if he came to us,
Arsenal, imagine Arsenal pulling off deadline day Calvert-Lewin. I'd be happy.
Remember, Bananas was on the table as well.
You're done. A ball into someone.
You're done now, though. You've already 50 million for White. What was it?
139 million.
35?
Yeah.
30 million for Odegaard.
35, and then it's
Odegaard.
Ramsdale's
and then 27 for Ramsdale.
It's 30 in total. Yeah.
There you go. So what a transfer window. 100 million.
We've done 129 million so far. But the thing, you're making a good point, bro. Like, this manager is just fucking clueless, bro. Like, he's trying to say that Saliba isn't ready after 3 years on loan. Yet this Pablo Mari dickhead, Rob Holding, Chambers, they're all ready. Like, he just has an agenda against certain people, bro. Honestly.
Yeah, but hang on. Then you go into my manager. So you've spent 120 million over 3 players. Don't get me started on Donny van der Beek, but I know we've only just signed them. But we've signed on Varane and Sancho for over 100 million. Varane doesn't even. Lukaku signed 3 days ago. He plays for Chelsea. Starts. Varane's not fit enough or whatever. Start Lindelof. Absolutely dog shit out from the back. Both of them, both Maguire and Lindelof. And then you've got Matic and Fred in the midfield. Horrible. You start Sancho on the bench. You bring him after 55 minutes and hope that he works wonders and performs a miracle.
Who's he starting ahead of Sancho? Century.
We started Pogba on the left. We started Greenwood on the right. We started Martial up front. Martial's done here. Go.
Pogba on the left.
Yeah,
he got
he
4 assists there last
season. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it depends. It depends on the way.
Shoehorn people in.
Yeah.
You're better off to have Green. One of my mates said, he's a United fan. He said you're better off to have Greenwood as a number 9. He said that right mid role, which is true. From what I saw last night, he'd be better in the role.
Greenwood's a baller, bro. It's the complete. This is what happens like when talent is around talent, it can thrive. Or I don't think Ollie's is like a great manager. Don't get me wrong, but at least like he's got good players around him where like Greenwood can develop. Where you got someone like a Martinelli, like he's just turned to shit because he's just got shit around him. Like the thing is, I'm watching this game this morning and our guys are so tired. Like our attackers are defending more than our defenders. Like they defend so much. They're just running everywhere defending. We never attack. It's crazy. Kumar is here. Michael the Gayho is here.
Hey, Mikey.
Lukaku, who's played in Italy, was up against boys yesterday. Yeah, he was. Yeah.
He just says Chiellini's and that he needs like.
We're not going to buy a centre back. We had a strong centre back in Saliba, but I've got a message for you all. It's a special message. It's from the man himself.
Hey.
I hope you're ready.
And we're excited to one day look back and point to these moments where this group came together as the start of something special.
We're right in the middle of a transfer window, of course. The fans are hoping for signings. What would you say to them?
I would say that, be excited.
Be excited, guys. 19. Be excited. Come on, baby.
Go! Come on.
Woo! Jesus, be excited, guys. 19. Oh my days. I'm pumped, bro. I'm pumped. God, I love this club so much.
But Champions League place if it's upside down. The table's upside down when we come in Champions League.
I got a question for you both.
Yeah.
And I know we're being a little bit ridiculous with only 2 games in and 36 to go.
It's not ridiculous. It's a pattern.
If personally at the moment as an outsider, no banter aside, I don't see Arsenal beating probably any of the top 8 to 10 sides. So
you're right.
Are they going to potentially be come Christmas time? That obviously they won't get relegated or anything like that. But come Christmas time, are they going to be 6 to 8 points outside of relegation and going come January? We're in. We've got to start performing. Otherwise, we could actually be 18th to 19th going into February, March.
That's what happened last year, bro. We were in 16th and 17th spot last year. We went through 2.5 months without winning, and then it came to December, and we bought Matt Ryan and Martin Odegaard. Loaned them both.
Well, both of them loaned, yeah.
We just started winning like a couple of little games, but it's easy to catch up freaking 30 points or whatever. We're already on like 10. But we were in that bottom half, bro. We couldn't. So when people like get angry at me for like, I didn't put us in top 10. And I said to people that we could seriously like get relegated. There's like a potential because we're just so bad. And it's like, what's it going to take for the club to say this isn't enough? Like, I don't know. United fan, what happens when Rashford and Cavani come back? Who starts and who gets dropped?
I think personally, the starting 11, in my opinion, would be obviously De Gea in goal, Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Varane, Shaw. So that'll make your back 5. You got Cavani up top. You got Rashford on the left. So what's that make? 7. Sancho on the right. That makes 8. You've obviously got Bruno in behind the strike, behind Cavani, which makes 9. And then I'd probably, if we don't sign anyone personally, I would obviously you're going to go Pogba in the middle, and then personally I would put Van der Beek. However, he ain't playing.
I don't know why he doesn't pick Donny, man. He's such a baller.
He's gone.
He's a good player.
I think
he's really good.
At the end of the year, he's gone personally. So I would say Scott McTominay in there. Fred is absolutely useless playing out from the back. So I'd say Scott McTominay. In terms of Ole, he loves playing Pogba on the left and playing McFred through the middle, with obviously Bruno in the front. However, McFred just don't have any ball control. Against the big teams, they're decent. City, they do well. Liverpool, they always do well. even against Leeds, that they did well. But usually against the low block teams when we're playing away from home or when we're playing against teams that want to defend against us, they're rubbish going forward. Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Arslan, AFC. Yes. Martial's gone. I've never been a big fan of Martial personally.
I think Martial's never suited your system.
Too inconsistent. 18 months ago, he won our Player of the Year. Don't get me wrong. However, too inconsistent. He loses the ball for me way too much. Even Bruno. Now, I love Bruno, and he's a fantastic player. Even Bruno, United has over-dependence on Bruno. Yep. Sam, I agree with you. But even Bruno, although it was a foul, Bruno cost us our goal in the weekend. He gave the ball away, which then led to Southampton's goal. And I think 2 or 3 times last year, if you go back over goals that have cost us wins, Bruno gave the ball away as well, coming out from the back, that falls down too easy, has a dive, calls a ref, wants a foul, etc., etc. So even Bruno sometimes needs to suck it up, play the ball, be a little bit stronger on the ball. Even going forward, Bruno, haymakers, off to no one. If someone isn't on, then play a short pass out wide. Keep the ball, keep possession. Don't go a big haymaker over the top that ends up going out for a goal kick with no one in 10, 15 yards. It doesn't make sense. The problem with Bruno is that he tries that many times that obviously it's like anything. If you flip a coin 50 times, obviously you're going to get tails 10 or 15 times, aren't you?
Yeah, I just wish we had it. But how much did you sign him for? Like 35 mil or something at the time?
Oh, he's a great signing. Don't get me wrong. Great signing.
He completely changed you guys. When he came in. And that's the thing you made. It's a smart statement signing. You needed a position to fix, sort of like what we were, where you needed an attacking player to be able to score and assist, and you found that, and we haven't. So,
see, here's a question. Here's a question for you, though, right? So we've just spoke about Bruno. Whether people agree or not, Paul Pogba's world class on his day. Probably one of the best midfielders in the world. Cavani, I know he's getting a little bit older, but one of the best strikers.
Class, yeah, he's class.
One of the best strikers in the world, right? So there's 3.
Yeah.
Right? Varane, I know Varane hasn't started yet for us, but I know Varane hasn't started, but Varane, one of the top 3 centre backs in the world. De Gea, one of the top. I would still say he's probably top 5, 7 goalkeepers in the world on his day. He made an absolute.
Okay. If you said on his day, on his day,
on his day, right? So we're looking. So even on the weekend, we started Bruno, we started Paul, right? I know we didn't start Cavani, but a lot of the games last year we started Cavani. We started Harry Maguire, 80 million. I don't think he's worth that. 80 million pound player. Luke Shaw, one of the top. Well, you might not agree with me, Dill, because we've had this conversation before, but I think probably one of the top 5 left backs in the world at the moment in terms of his form.
After the season that he had, and then the Euros, he's up there for form right now. Yeah.
Yeah, we started Rashford. I think very inconsistent. But how are we struggling? Well, Greenwood, great up and coming talent. We've all just said that. We even have a comment about it. Yet we struggle to beat Southampton. We scrape a last minute deflection against Wolves last year. We lose to Palace. We get a 98th minute penalty against Brighton. How does this stuff work?
Yeah, but do you think
it's got to be tactics?
Well, yeah, but Ollie, he's not some master tactician. When people say he's a PE coach, he's got any player, like I say, like Pep. For me personally, even I think Pep's overrated. It's just he's got a shit ton of money, and every club that he's gone to, he picks it strategically, knowing that he's going to be back financially, or they've already got a great team. So he ain't fucking stupid. Anyone can make that work sometimes. There's a reason why he hasn't won the UCL. He fucking bottled it like crazy.
Oh,
and I think if United's squad as it is, they have a squad to win the league. I've said that for a couple of years. Even before you went and did Varane and Sancho this year, you still had a squad to win the league. But the problem is, it's just you just don't have.
We're missing a CD. I think we're missing a CD. I think we're missing a CDM personally.
You do need a CDM, yeah.
And exactly what Sam's saying here. Wonder what made Ollie start Fred and Matic, right? So he would have started Mick Fred. So he would have started McTominay, Mick Fred. McTominay was coming off a little bit of a bug, I think, midweek. So he started him on the bench. He would have started Mick Fred 100% like he did for a lot of games last year. Matic, CDM, brought him in personally. You should personally starting. How do you not start Donny, Pogba with Bruno in front, and then start, like Sancho on the right? If you want to even Sancho on the left, Greenwood on the right, or Sancho on the right, Martial on the left, with Cavani. I know Cavani's maybe not fit yet, but you know what I mean. Like, how do you not start that? You start Nick or Matic. I don't know if you guys watched the game last night or this morning.
Yeah.
We were absolutely dog shit coming out from the back. There were times where it was laughable. Under 11 football, coming out from the back, it was just lost the ball. Coming out, lost the ball. Coming out, lost the ball. For about 5 minutes there, every time we came out, we just lost the ball, gave it back to Southampton. It was a joke.
You guys did struggle a lot. Was it last year or the year before where you really struggled to like win at home? Yeah, like I know you got like that really great away record, and you're one win away from tying with the Invincibles like away record,
beating them. Yeah. So we're now 26. I think 27.
We're 27.
Yeah, so we're 27 too. We got Wolves next Monday morning. If we win or draw, we beat the Invincibles for the away record, not losing away from home.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. As long as it's not 49, that's all I care about.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, but again, Pogba came out.
But that's what I was saying. Like you guys
came
like
out after
did
the
that
game.
Yeah, but you guys did. You had like such a good away record, but you like kept struggling at home last year. I feel like you like parks the bus too much.
Yeah,
I don't know why. Like you guys have such an attacking team, yet he's so defensive sometimes.
I think
he's
so passive. Scared of his job. I think scared of his job. Pogba came out after the game last night and said, they actually mentioned about the away record. Yeah, he was. Yeah, shocking. I think about. I've seen him give the ball away about 8 to 10 times when he was on last night. Horrible. But yeah, Pogba came out last night after the game, and he obviously got asked a question about 27 and beating the Invincibles away record. And Pogba said the away record means absolutely nothing. Winning leagues means more than the away record, and I agree with him 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Who cares if you don't? Who cares if you don't lose away from home for 50 games? If you're not winning league titles, it means nothing.
Yeah. Okay, considering the depth in the squad, City and Chelsea and Liverpool for the season, United a close fourth. Honest thoughts. I think United, out of all those, other than City, have the best squad. Other than City, United have the best like squad depth. I think so. Anyway,
I'll tell you one thing, Sam. If you watch the prediction show on Wednesday night, I was full of confidence. Right now, it just seems like the same old United as last year. We're up, we're down. We'll no doubt, we'll probably scrape a win or a draw against Wolves. We'll beat Liverpool. We'll probably bloody beat City at the Etihad, but yet we'll lose to Palace. We'll lose to Brighton. We'll lose to bloody Watford. And I just think, where are we going?
Dylan Jake, what's your reaction on the holding header miss? I don't rate him, to be honest. I think he's rubbish.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Oh, that was close, but
yeah,
he should have got. I mean, it still wasn't that hard. He could have got accuracy on that.
Listen, holding shit, bro. You got a bald head. Shit, you should be slotting that top ends, bro.
There are so many players you can replace him with.
Yeah, not that it makes a difference, man. Like we never would have won the game or got anything out of it, but we'll go into that a little bit later.
It went right hand side of the post, didn't it, Dill? From memory, from the replay.
Right hand side of the post. Yeah,
but yeah, he should have buried that.
Yeah, it was so open, bro. Keeper just stood there. Leeds drew with Everton 2-2. They got Cleach and Rafinha. Rafinha had a great goal as well. That was a fucking banger. Gray scored. Dominic Calvert-Lewin penalty. Man City. As I sort of said that last week. That like once they lose initially, like that first game against Tottenham, that they were just going to slap up the next team. It's just like in their DNA. Pep must like beat the shit out of them or some shit. Honestly, 5-0. Grealish's goal, bro. That was so bad.
Oh, it was lucky. It was lucky. 100 million deflection.
100 million deflection.
Tipped it though. I said on the prediction show that Grealish would score.
Yeah.
You did.
I think. To be honest, a lot of their goals were very lucky. I thought they were very lucky goals. It wasn't like anything like convincing slotting or anything. So
yeah,
I think it's just City though. Like as a whole, they dominate possession within reason. Unless they're against a Liverpool or something like that. In terms of decent team, they dominate possession that much that when you've got 85% possession, even 70+% possession, you're going to create you're going to create chances. You're going to create deflections. You're going to have shots at goal. That come off a ricochet and then go into the bottom corner. And that's a credit to City, I think, personally.
Oh, I'm pissed off now. I just read on Twitter that Arsenal are releasing an inspired 2006 Arsenal shirt in the fucking vintage maroon that Thierry Henry wore. Those fucking pricks, bro, man. They're just trying to get money out of us. They're pulling on our
They're just such money grabbers.
They're fucking dicks, bro. I fucking hate this club, man.
I'm not buying this jersey.
Nah, I'm not buying jerseys anymore. Fuck them.
I'm a little bit. I was hoping Mikey Gaho was on tonight because I seen that he just bought the new United away jersey. I'm very disappointed in him supporting the Glazers. Disgusting. Yep, he did. So I think he had Sancho. I think he had Sancho on the back of the Gaho, supporting the Glazers, filling their pockets. I love my club, but I will never ever buy another bit of Manchester United memorabilia until they're out my club.
Yeah, I'm not buying another Arsenal kit. I got all my vintage ones, so I'm gonna buy more vintage ones. Kurt Zuma for 24 million. I can't even see that. I'm just looking at this fucking Arsenal one, bro. It's pissing me off. I can't believe that. It's so fucking annoying, bro. It's so annoying. What's this? I thought on the Gaho's performance against what? Cal the Dragon.
That's that TikToker guy.
No, I don't know. You have to link me it.
What?
Bruno with 4 shots, 3 goals last week, and then yesterday.
Shocking.
Mahrez was superb. Yeah, Mahrez was a great goal, actually. Yeah, I had him in my my fantasy thing or the draft thing, so I'm happy about that. Brighton beat Watford 2-0. Duffy and Mope scoring. Man, Basuma in that game was fucking. Arsenal, bro, man, they have fucked up so bad, man. The fact that they haven't bought Basuma for 30 million and they've gone and paid fucking 50 million for Ben White is just baffling to me. When we need someone like him in the team, like I just can't believe it, bro. I don't know if you saw the game, Ralph, but Basuma, man of the match, man. He just dominated midfield. He intercepted the ball for them to score their second. Like, fuck.
We've been well. Over the last 2 to 3 months, from podcasts and stuff that I listen to, we've been rumored to get Basuma as well. For
so jealous.
40 million as a CDM, and we all just spoke about it. Dill, you even said 2 minutes ago that United need a defensive midfielder.
Yeah.
Basuma for that price, if that's not a steal,
man.
It's ridiculous. But yet, we're happy with McFred. Same as you guys. I know you've got
Arsenal chose to do
his name?
Lokonga or
Xhaka. Lokonga, Xhaka, and then you've also got
Partey.
Hey, Partey. Yeah, Partey. You got Partey as well. Don't get me wrong, you got Partey there, but imagine Partey Basuma with someone half decent with attacking flair in front of them. Oh, that's potentially a Premier League winning midfield.
Yeah, I always think back to like Arsenal with like Vieira, Gilberto Silva and stuff, and bro, like just the guard that he gave out of fence, bro. Just watching him play, man, it was just unbelievable. He did all the dirty work and just made everyone look so good around him. He never got the recognition that he got, but that's what you want from that role. That role is to literally just clean up everything. Dylan, you look 69 years old. Okay, bro, thank you. I bought Arsenal kit since 2016. Fuck the Cronkies. Yeah, amen, bro. Amen.
Yep, I agree.
So Brighton 2-0. I guess we've already touched base like on your game. 1-0 or 1-1, I should say, to Southampton. I'm just looking at the stats now. You guys fought 14 shots, 4 on target, 64% possession, passes, you doubled them, accuracy, whatever, doesn't really matter. And just obviously corners and fouls and shit. But I guess like what do you got? Draw, you're in 5th after 2 games. It's still early days for you guys. Who do you guys have next in your fixtures?
Ralphie? We got Wolves.
Who else you got? Who you got after that? Because then I think you said you got international break.
Yeah, Wolves international break, and then I think we got something like a Newcastle or something. I can't remember exactly. Let me have a look. But the I know we drew to Southampton, but the first 6 games were, potentially were 18 points. So we got Wolves, Newcastle, West Ham, and Villa. So they're the first 6.
Hard, yeah.
But even then, in terms of the game yesterday, first 10-15 minutes, I thought it was going to be a Leeds repeat. We had Martial that 3-4 yards out. Don't get me wrong. Free kick comes in. Lindelof completely misses a header that he should, a diving header that he should have buried. Oh, someone else hits to the post. It comes back out. Martial does a little, 3-year-old header that gets cleared off the line. There was chances after chances after chances for us. Yet again, we go down 1-0. We get a flaky goal back with Greenwood and a complete miskick from his left boot onto his right shin. That nutted the goalkeeper. And then after that, we offered, we had 5-10 minutes worth of go forward, and then we offered nothing. De Gea pulled off 2 world-class saves.
Yeah, that's all.
Yet again,
yeah,
you seen that, Jake? Yet again, and that was so the Southampton's goal was coming out from the back, fluffing around with it, losing the ball 2 or 3 times, and Bruno finally loses the ball. Goal. The second chance that Southampton had, coming out from the back yet again, Jake, if you've seen the replay, you would have seen it. Coming out from the back yet again, we're fluffing around with it. We can't play the ball out. We lose the ball, complete bloody miskick onto Armstrong, I think it was from memory. 1-on-1.
Yeah. He
should be buried. Dill, you would have buried that.
Yeah, I was a great striker.
Yeah, you were. Luckily, he puts it near De Gea. Great save, but he should have buried that. We should have lost that game.
Yeah, but it's sometimes all these tactics, they're just fucking, I don't know.
Just the midfield structure for you guys just needs to be worked on. That's all really.
It'll be the same. I think after coming down from the hype and the reality and coming back to reality from last week, it'll be the same as last year, I think. We'll get, 50, probably 60, 65 points. We'll have a 5-6 game winning streak, and then we'll lose a couple.
You just gotta wait till like Varane and Sancho get integrated and they're starting every week. Then they just came in. No one's really started their new signings. All our signing,
apart from Chelsea, who has been there for 3 days and ended up scoring the opening goal against you. Hey,
he should have scored more, bro. Honestly, he should have scored more. He fucking completely killed us. Tottenham beating Wolves 1-0. I think Wolves.
Very boring. That was a boring game. That one.
Yeah, is fucking Tottenham always boring, bro. But to me, Wolves deserve to win that game, bro. Like, I'm just looking at the stats now. 25 shots to 8.
Really?
Yeah, 25 shots to 8. Yeah. When I watched like the replays, obviously I didn't watch the full 90 because Tottenham, but yeah, Wolves.
Jamie was telling me, he was telling me, because he's a Tottenham fan, was watching the game. He's saying Wolves deserve the game because the Adama Traore can't finish. That's why they don't win it. That's the only reason why. Yeah,
well, looking at this here, like 25 shots, Tottenham had 8, but they both had 6 on target. So,
yeah.
If Adama Traore could shoot, like, what I don't understand, like, you're a professional footballer. Why aren't you, like, training every day to, like, be able to shoot?
Yeah.
Like, I never understood that.
Shot power. I mean, it's good shot power, just finishing need.
Like, I really, Adama can't shoot, yeah. Well, look, I think Wolves should have got something. So Tottenham are getting very fucking lucky. I see Harry Kane came on for them.
I was just about to ask that question. What are your boys' opinions? So Harry Kane obviously came on, I think 65th, 70th minute, something like that.
Yeah, around that point.
Surely.
So what's your tip? We were talking about it briefly on the prediction show on Wednesday night. But do you think he'll stay? Do you think he'll go?
It's really hard to say, honestly. It is really hard.
Do you think they're going to pay it or they're going to wait for like a Haaland?
I think they will.
You think they'll pay it?
No, I think they'll wait for Haaland.
I think so as well, because you look at like what they did with like Aguero. It was like a 10-year plan for their striker. Like they had him there like, from young.
You got Harry Kane. If you buy him, if they put an offer in tomorrow, I think for it to be accepted, 150 million. Probably, they might get it down at 130, 140.
He's not worth that.
I agree, he's not. And then you've got Haaland. you wait 12 months, 11 months.
Mbappe's a free agent.
Mbappe's a free agent. B, Haaland's got a release clause for 68 million, I think it is from memory, or something ridiculous with Dortmund.
Yeah.
You know, well, there you go. So you can get two. You can get 2 Haalands for a Kane. I know what I'll be choosing.
Yeah, well, imagine like when like Mbappe becomes a free agent. I know that he'll probably maybe want to go towards Madrid, but can Madrid actually afford him, or will he like come to the Premier League? You know, go with Man City, try win the UC, something like that. You know what I mean? Lukaku is cheaper, almost $50 million English tax. Yeah, English tax, but Lukaku's I think Lukaku's better than Harry Kane personally. That's what I think. I think he may not know more worse than himself. Oh, it's about a done with Traore.
Anthony, at least have some decent banter.
Yeah, he's living in a fantasy land there.
Come on.
All right. Well, we'll touch base, I guess, on Banter FC, Arsenal Chelsea. It was abysmal to say the least. You know, waking up at fucking 1 a.m. I haven't slept since. I'm still depressed. The thing is, like, when Chelsea scored, like, obviously I predicted 4-0. I couldn't even be angry because I just knew it was going to happen. And that's the feeling that's the feeling I used to get with like watching Wenger back in the day. Like I used to watch every time an opponent got the ball when we were in Wenger's team, every time they counterattacked, they would fucking score. And I used to just think as soon as they get it, they're gonna fucking score. I could just like predict it was gonna happen. And I did it exactly the same last night. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh, Reece James is gonna score here. Lukaku is gonna score here. Like you can just see it. Like the way that Lukaku sucked in our defense was just, they were so scared of him. And I can't believe it. Like how scared they were. Like the first goal, when Lukaku got the ball, and as you know, like he's physical, whatever, the way he took it and just sucked in literally 4 of our players and then a little boom, just out there and then bang, cuts it back in. Then the Lukaku, after he plays that, he runs to the ball and then Pablo Mari somehow just fucking falls over. I don't know why. Like he got shot.
Yeah, oh my, he was frightened of him.
He's so bad, bro. He's so fucking bad. I know a lot of people are trying to make excuses. Like, look, every team's missing players. So to me, it's not an excuse. And whether we have those players or not, you should still have a system in place where players can like learn from. Like even our under 23s, their system obviously works. I think that's for most clubs. Like the youth system, like the Premier League 2 teams, they run the exact same formation as the main teams. So like if they ever get called up, they play in like the same system or whatever. And they're fucking getting smashed, bro. They got smashed by West Ham 6-1 the other day. So this system, whatever this idiot's doing, bro, like it's not working. We're just getting dominated. Like we can't defend. We never look like attacking and scoring. It's miserable, bro. Chelsea had 22 shots. And they had 22 shots without even trying. I reckon they're in second or third.
I think as soon as they lose control. Yeah, after 2-0.
As soon as they got the 2-0 go, bro, like they just like, all right, come at us. They know we can't score. So
I got a question for you both. You might have already answered it previously. However, honest opinion, no banter aside. Banter aside, what's your opinion that where do you think Arsenal will finish from 1 to 20 this year?
I already said between 10 and 12.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat at the moment.
Bottom half
there. Definitely not top 10. No way. We don't deserve it.
No, but see, this changes if we get a good manager. If we keep this fucking dickhead, it's 100%, bro. 100%. There's no way that we make top 10. It's just, yeah. We got Div 2 pro clubs, Oh, it's your mate. Tierney's worst game at Arsenal. Not his fault, but he was bad. For me, Tierney, I think he just got caught out because Xhaka for some reason, Xhaka is supposed to be CDM, but he was playing like a fucking number 10.
He was everywhere. He was like, he was lost.
He's just leaving so many holes.
I mean, when is he not, though? When is he not?
How old's Tierney?
23.
23. Yeah.
So you've just spoke about a 23-year-old, and how old's Saka?
19.
Wait,
it's 19, yeah.
Our whole team is youth, bro.
I was about to say you're relying on a 23-year-old and a 19-year-old to pretty much, bring you up the league and give you performances. Where's the experience? Where's the level heads to help these people come through?
Arsenal's plan is to just buy youth and just hopefully it works out. So
then probably sell them.
They can't sell, so it's not going to happen. Like
True.
Martinelli's value was crazy. I remember like Matteo Guendouzi under Unai Emery. Under his first season, he played brilliant. He got valued at about like 45 million. We bought him for I think about 7 at the time, and we sold him. Obviously, Mikel. As soon as Mikel came in, he just dropped him like, because of like an attitude problem or some shit or whatever. And anyway, Mikel dropped. Yeah, sorry. Mikel dropped him, and we sold him for 8 million plus $1 million additional.
He was valued. Yeah. Who was like the Sideshow Bob looking guy with the long hair? Yeah. Was that Martinelli?
No, that's Guendouzi. Yeah.
Guendouzi was a gun.
Yeah.
He was an absolute gun.
The problem is the managers, they're trusting this guy and he's just getting rid of the best players. Saliba, another young ball-playing centre-back, very strong, was quoted to be, like the Mbappe of centre-backs, and then the manager won't play him and he goes and... The thing is, like, you go and waste 50 million on a centre-back when you've got a perfect young ball-playing centre-back that you already had at your club that had experience and loans and stuff like that. So he made the French team of the year twice. Like, what the fuck Ben White do? Got into the England squad just because of a bit of luck because 5 players got injured. Like, far out. In my opinion, what Arsenal need? Jesus.
It's the only thing that can help.
He fell because he thought he might get a free kick. You reckon we'll finish 11th? Yeah. I just think like 10th or 11th. Yeah, and that's it. In the game as well, Martinelli got injured, Tierney got injured, so more players missing.
Yeah, Tierney got injured.
More excuses for the manager to use. That's what Graham sound. How do you say that? Graham Souness? I can never pronounce his name, bro.
Don't mention Arslan Graham Souness because he is the most biased BBC or whatever Sky Sports commentator ever in the world.
Is he the dickhead that hates Pogba?
Yeah, he's got a vendetta against anyone non-English. Pogba got 4 assists, obviously, against Leeds. He came after the game, and they asked him about it, and Souness said, it's expected of a midfielder to get 4 assists. What do you want me to say about him? He's a world-class player. He should be doing that.
Yeah, we bought too many young players, but yeah, there's no leaders in the team. Like, our captain isn't a leader. He used to lead by his performances, but the manager ruined his talent, unfortunately. And
you think of it.
Yeah, there's no leaders in the whole team.
About it though, although I hate to admit it, not so much in terms of league table, but United and Arsenal, in terms of what you're just saying, are very, very not so potentially not anymore, but were very, very similar.
We were similar.
We had a lot. We had a lot of young players. We do have a lot of young players. We had Harry Maguire as the captain of our club. That was captain after 3 months. It's a big difference. Very, very much like Arsenal. Who were our senior players in that squad? Who were our senior players? Now we got Varane potentially, but even then, he's new. He hasn't been in that club. He's been with us for a week and a half.
Yeah.
And he's a senior player. Maguire's the captain, a year. Bruno, a senior player. Although, yes, he has a lot of experience. He's been with us 18 months. Yeah, 18 months. Yeah, 18 months. So
probably the only person you got there is maybe
De Gea. Yeah, De Gea, exactly right. De Gea. Pogba, he's been with us 3-4 years, but wants to go. So we got very limited as well. And that's the spectrum I look at with Arsenal and United. Although a little bit different in terms of league table.
I think we're on similar par, maybe like before Mikel came. We were like on a similar sort of trajectory, and then you guys started signing big people, and we just haven't, and somehow just like it all comes down like any business, bro. Like, I don't care what people say. Like, you need people in the back of the company to be able to run it properly, and they shouldn't just allow this guy to just like pick and choose. Like, who came up with the financial decision to give Xhaka a $30,000 extra a week extension for 5 years because they think that's going to increase his value? If you're going to give him that amount of time, decrease his wage if you're trying to save money. Don't give him a bonus because he doesn't deserve it. He's done nothing at this football club other than throw the armband and take a shirt off and tell the fans, fuck you. Like, and then they fucking give him the armband back. He's been captain the last 2 games. And Arteta, the thing that's pissing me off as well, like, this fuckwit came out he's done it fucking twice now. And he said it today as well before the game. He said that Arsenal fans are impatient and they should trust the process. We're fucking impatient. It's fucking 17 years without winning the league and we're fucking impatient. I think we have the most patient fucking fans in the world.
Did you say that Xhaka's been captain the last 2 games?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
After I as a non-Arsenal fan,
he's been captain more than that, at least 10 times.
I remember Xhaka throwing the armband away and having a hissy fit. That is absolutely disgusting to ever give a play. He should never play. He should never play in that shirt again, in my opinion, and wear that badge. Personally, as an outsider, to give him the captaincy after he's done that is absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, I just can't comprehend it. Seeing his face just pisses me off, bro.
You know who you guys should sign as manager? Personally, Potter from Brighton.
Everyone's been saying that, Graham Potter.
Yeah, I think he deserves a chance and a decent for what he does with Brighton. Fantastic manager. He deserves an opportunity. Well. Oh, he does big time. Yeah, Brighton should be a relegation team, technically speaking, in terms of the money that they produce, etc., etc. Graham Potter, fantastic manager. I think at an Arsenal, or a Aston Villa or someone like that. I know Moyes has got. I know West Ham's got Moyes now, but around those kind of teams, they're battling at the moment for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Potter would be a fantastic manager that would get you there.
I would genuinely take Potter at Arsenal. I just think that, just the way he plays football with that Brighton squad and the things that he could do with our squad and our like players, and you can obviously see the guy doesn't have a budget to work with, so he can literally work in line with
nothing.
Yeah, with nothing. Yeah.
His star players Mopay score his goals.
Hey Jake, you can go play pro clubs if you want.
No, it's good.
But yeah, I'd definitely take him. We just need to just get a new manager, bro. Like if you had to rate 1 to 20 managers, like he's definitely the worst manager in the league. 100%. Not Potter. I mean, like Arteta. This is another example, bro. What do you call it? Lucas Torreira came back off loan from Atletico, and he said, "I want to stay at Arsenal and I want to fight for my spot." And the manager said, "Nah, I'm choosing El Neni. You're going. We're selling you." Like, it's fine, dude. Torreira would walk into the starting lineup. He's better than Xhaka. He's better than fucking Xhaka. Like, it's just decisions like this, bro. Like, it's just unbelievable. I want Ten Hag. Plays amazing with average players. Yeah, Benitez would have been alright. Yeah, Ten Hag would be alright. But yeah, I think like that Graham Potter. It's a fair shout. Why not give it a go? The guy works with no budget.
Arteta, that's one thing.
Yeah, but Benitez, personally, in my opinion, he might get you around the mark, which is probably an improvement on where you are now. But he's not going to put you in title content. I know you've got a lot of work to do, but he's not going to put title. Benitez, even with Liverpool, he won one or 2 Champions Leagues. I can't remember. But in terms of the league, he did fuck all. He did nothing.
Yeah, barely. I think it was a few years he barely made top 4.
Yeah, exactly. So as a manager with Everton, I think they actually downgraded from Ancelotti to Benitez personally.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, it's going to be hard to find it at a club like Everton to find a better coach than Ancelotti.
Yeah,
like I wanted Ancelotti.
I feel the best coach they've had in a while, like a very long time.
Yeah, very long time. Yeah, maybe we should do a swap. They can have Arteta, their club legend, and we can fucking take one of their managers.
But Arteta's Pep's ex-assistant, so surely he knows what he's doing. He's bringing in the City way, isn't he? Give him time.
I just don't understand like how they came to that decision to literally bring him into the job, and the fact that he's in the job, like how he's still keeping it. Because like I always like pointed back, like Unai Emery got sacked for way less than what Mikel has done. Like Unai Emery,
Solskjaer 2.0.
Who?
Solskjaer, Mikel. You think about it. We get Ollie on a interim contract. Sign him. Fans love him. I still remember Arsenal fans saying to me when you guys signed Mikel, "Oh, Mikel, what a great player under Pep. He's going to be the man for the job. He's going to bring us. He's got a great style of football. He's dog shit."
Yeah. Just because you're a good number 2 doesn't make you a good number 1. Like
exactly.
Correct. No experience.
But I think they tried the same thing. If you know what I mean. Like if we bring in Mikel, obviously Mikel and Ollie's a little bit different because Mikel's in. I'd say probably has a lot more fans against him than with him compared to Ole, but it's the same kind of thing, if you know what I mean. 2 sort of club legends in a way. Bring him in. Not much manager experience. Hope both of our owners, I think Kroenke and the Glazers, within reason, are very very similar. Sucking the money out. Don't like investing. Don't give a flying fuck about winning, titles or Champions Leagues or anything like that. As long as money's going in their back pockets, they're happy. So I think within reason, they're on 2 very close paths. And I think Ole's here, and then Kroenke's gone. Oh well, let's follow this one and see what we can get away with.
Well.
It's playing out from the back, Anthony. I think I mentioned a couple of times before. Cost us the opening goal with Bruno. We tried playing out from the back 3 or 4 times. The tempo was slow. Personally, I think Matic and Fred, even last year, if you ask me, too slow. I think as shit as it is, Fred and McTominay, and they're fucking horrible because 2 people do one person's role. They're probably the best centre defensive / solid midfield that we've got in terms of that, because at least they can somehow hold on to the ball and play a tempo. As soon as you got Matic in there, many times last year we played Matic, Fred, rubbish. Matic, McTominay, rubbish. Pogba, Fred, rubbish. Pogba, McTominay, rubbish. Because we don't have a centre defensive midfield that wants to play the ball out fast. Last night, and I'm harping on here, but last night it honestly seemed like we were a Brentford playing against a Manchester City sometimes away from home out the back that were happy with a 0 or a 1-1 draw. We're Manchester United against a Southampton that are probably going to be in the 15th or worse this year, I would predict, with no Danny Ings.
Yeah, they got no Ings as well, yeah.
And we're fluffing about through the back with absolutely no tempo at all, playing like an under-11 team out from the back, and then as going forward, we're playing like an over 35. It's disgusting.
Fucking idiot. Problem also that we're trying to play like Man City football with A-League quality players. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, that's true.
I still say for the players that Arsenal have, we should be doing a lot better. Like, don't get me wrong, our players are fucking dog shit. But if you bring a good manager in, he can implement a structure that the players can work around. You just have to take shit back to basics, bro. If you are struggling, go back to a fucking 4-4-2, bro. Play simple football. What's this? You were talking about slow out the back, bro. Fuck, man. Watch an Arsenal game for 90 minutes. 80% possession to just pass it in our own half. We do nothing with it, bro. We're just passing, losing the ball. Like...
And here's a good statement for you, Dill. Right, like in terms of a manager,
yeah.
I know he was probably fairly fortunate in terms of players. However, look at Leicester's team when they won I think I mentioned it on Wednesday night. Look at Leicester's team when they won the league.
When they won the league,
Vardy,
Yeah, but
Vardy, fantastic. Mara's fantastic, etc., etc. But still within reason.
I still think
that team, that team, and I know it was an odd year, right?
It was a bad year for everyone. Yeah,
it was. But even a bad year for everyone, Leicester's team should not have won the league that year. Yeah. If you don't put that down to smart management, smart tactics, playing the football that suits their style of the players they've got, it was a masterclass within reason, in my opinion.
So if
your team, different manager, should, I think personally, get you top 6.
Should, but he's a shit manager, so it's not going to happen.
Different manager, exactly.
Yeah. Arteta's unachieving. Conte would finish top 5 or 6 with this team. Where
did he go? Where did Conte go?
He's gone nowhere. He obviously he was at Inter and then obviously won the league, but Inter said to him that, look, we have to sell like Hakimi, and he said they were going to sell like another what do you call it, striker. He said Lukaku or Martinez, and he said, fuck you guys. He said, I want more money. He said, I want to win the Champions League. And they said, no, we can't. We're going to sell players. And he just quit.
He's a free at the moment.
He's free transfer, bro.
Yeah. He's not with anyone.
That's why we're losing like this. But see, like Arsenal have done this always. When Wenger left, we had Massimo Allegri. I think it was... No, sorry. I take that back. When Wenger was in his final years, I remember the year that he won the FA Cup, and I wanted him to leave fucking well before that anyway. But I remember Pep was available at one stage. We lost out on that. Then Klopp became available, and we didn't go for that. And we took so much time to sack Wenger. Well, supposedly he left, but he got sacked. And like nothing changed like whatsoever. And then what happened was under Unai Emery as well. When we got him, we could have got Massimo Allegri. And now we've got another chance to sign Conte, and we're not going to take it.
What's the situation with Zidane at the moment? Is he got a club or?
I wouldn't want Zidane anyway. I wouldn't have Zidane. I don't think he's that great personally. We should have won that year. Only got a striker. Yeah, well, the year Leicester won the league, it was the year that Arsenal had Olivier Giroud have 17 games with no goal. Yeah, he goes to Chelsea and bangs in fucking 30 a season.
That drought was bad. That was a really bad drought.
It was a what?
I said that was a really bad drought he had.
It was horrible, bro. He was such a bad striker for us, honestly.
Just we weren't the right club for him. That's all.
Pressure's gonna win the World Cup. Where's Mary Loves Chicken from?
He's from Sydney as well.
But yeah, Arsenal definitely should have won that year. But yeah, we're just not going to take the opportunity to sign Conte, and then something will happen with another club, and he'll go there. Like, we're just going to miss out again. It's just what happens every time.
As I just said before, we're in the same. As much as I hate to admit it, we're in the same boat within reason. Yeah, as I've said, our clubs are very much similar.
They're the same. Yeah. You guys just spend money, but like you guys make probably a lot more revenue than what we do. But like Arsenal spent like this window like 129 million so far. But like, bro, they make that shit out of fucking kit sales. The season barely started, and we've released 6 kits. The sixth one just came out today, which is the vintage Arsenal. 6 kits, bro. And then
Ridiculous.
on top of that, they do the custom jumpers, the shirts.
Yeah,
then we do
the
training
socks.
kits. Like, bro, they would fucking
the jumpers, all that sort of stuff.
Giroud is so shit, but he's had an amazing career. Yeah, he has had a good career, but he's still a fucking donkey.
He's gonna score a hat trick for Milan tomorrow. I pray.
Wait, how many? He scored a few goals already.
He's on 3 preseason already. Scoring his first touch in his first game. All right.
First touch.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the scorpion kick that he did. Yeah.
Oh, that was a beautiful goal. That was it that season, really. Yeah. What he did.
But look, that's pretty much, I guess, like it for now. I'll be doing another live stream on Wednesday 7:30. We're doing a predictions video, so make sure you have your predictions ready, boys. I'll make sure we're gonna write it down. You gotta text me so I can remember.
But two big games, Chelsea Liverpool as well in that game.
7 out of 9. I remember I'm 7 out of 9 this week.
Did you put a multi on?
I did. And you'll never believe what cost me the last leg.
Arsenal.
Oh no. Like a yellow card or something.
Yeah, my red team.
Man United.
For $10 off 700.
Jesus Christ. I'll be spewing.
Yeah, I was, mate.
I'm gonna chuck a multi on next week. It's gonna include Man City 5-0. It's gonna be easy money.
Who's? I'm just having a look to see if they're hard games next week. Oh, City. Oh, you're the early kickoff.
Two big games
tonight, 9:30.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right.
Can't wait for the benches to flow in already that quick.
We should do a watch along or something. I wouldn't mind joining that one. Saturday 9:30.
Yeah, all right. You just gotta link up your streams and we can do a watch along. Yeah, but it's
Liverpool, Chelsea too. Jeez, a couple of good games.
This is an action-packed weekend.
Yeah, a lot of people are talking about that Lukaku, Van Dijk.
It'll be
that's a physicality battle. That's a physicality battle.
It's just gonna be the battle of managers, to be honest. I think it's
at Stamford or Anfield.
It could be a battle. It is at Anfield. Yeah, it could be a battle of the league league title. To be honest with you, the way that I think Liverpool people have City on top. However, I personally think Liverpool
I put City in
Chelsea. Liverpool and Chelsea, I think, in my opinion, are favourites, contenders. I'd say City in third as well.
I put City in third. I had United in fourth, just because I felt like Ollie wouldn't take you guys the full way. I thought like you did that Southampton, like you do like those type of games, and the way Chelsea strengthened, and they're just not conceding goals. So that's obviously like a huge thing. That's you win titles like that, and then you put like a Lukaku in the team. He's gonna win. To me, he's gonna win Golden Boot. And I just didn't see City because like the way I looked at it, like they got Grealish who they didn't need. Is he really bringing anything? And yeah,
he's not. He's got Mahrez on the bench.
Did Sancho play well?
Huh?
Did he play well? Did Sancho play? He said if Sancho played, did he play well? You said he came on 55th minute.
He did, yeah. He didn't. He didn't do too bad, but again, as I mentioned 2 or 3, 4 times before, the tempo was rubbish. Sancho is, in my opinion, a decent player when you attack. He's an attacking winger. If you're slow out from the back, and and Matic gives Sancho the ball as he's stagnant because he obviously played right wing, and he's stagnant on the right wing, and Matic gives him the ball on the right wing to then not be able to progress forward because there's no runners. Guess what? You can't play well as a winger, can you? All you're gonna do is do something and then play it back in through the middle. So in terms of the tempo and the game, he played all right, but the tempo from United was horrible. That you can't play well as a winger if your team's not pushing forward. Luke Shaw is known, in my opinion, over the last 12 to 18 months as an attacking left wing back.
Yeah.
For United last year and for England as well. He obviously scored for England, but the reason why he's one of the top 5 left backs in the world at the moment is because of his attacking flair. Every time Luke Shaw got the ball against Southampton, I thought he was absolutely rubbish last night because he was on the halfway line, if not in our own half, not moving. He got the ball, he would play it back to Matic, or he'd play it to Lindelof, or he'd play it to Maguire, and then they'll play it through to someone, and he'll pick up the ball, and they would play it backwards. There was no forward movement, which obviously affects the wingers, which obviously affects Sancho, etc. Performing to their ability.
Well, that's what happens. Look, that's what happens with friggin' Arsenal every week, bro. We get no service to the wingers. Like Aubameyang's used to being played with a ball over the top. It never happens. Can't utilize his pace, and that's the way he scores goals. He runs onto the ball, cuts in, finishes, or runs past the player, runs past the keeper. They say, but we don't do that, bro. I can't remember the last time Abba got fed a ball where he's running onto it. Same with Pepe. Pepe is an attacking forward where he needs the ball in front so he can take on players. You can't as a winger, especially like Pepe. He takes on the ball, his back's turned to the thing, and then he's like, well, fuck, where do I go? There's no winger, there's no right back overlapping him. There's just like nothing. So I feel bad for him because he gets
Pepe? Was it 80-something million?
72.
Yeah, it was around that mark. Yeah.
Yeah. So
72.
you know, personally, even as an outsider, I think that Pepe, the right team, for 72 million would be a fantastic player, but Pepe is not suited to the Arsenal over the years that he's been at Arsenal. He's not suited to the Arsenal style. I think if
he's not suited to
he was at a
the
Man
Arteta
City
style.
Yeah, if he was at a Man City, where they go forward, play the ball, attack. I think Pepe would be an absolute gun.
Pepe last season,
he's fantastic.
Last season he got for a supposed flop, which I still think he hasn't lived up to anything to what he was bought for or whatever. But he got 17 goals and 8 or 9 assists last year.
Towards the end of the season, he was really
good. and that's with barely playing. Like he would always be off the bench. Not even.
But also you got to remember as well. That's not only so much barely playing, or you got to remember he got 17 goals and 8 or 9 assists with the structure that probably he as a footballer doesn't suit his style. If that makes sense. I watched the Real Madrid game this morning.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember. They drew, I think, 3-3. And Vinicius Junior, he was, someone like that, Pepe on a Real Madrid team, where they're playing the ball to the wing, where they've got space to run in behind, to attack the defenders, to cut back in, to have a shot. I think Pepe would be a world beater. But with Arsenal, they don't. With Arsenal, they don't play that football.
Nah, we don't. We're friggin' shocking. What do you mean by Jota plus Trent or Salah?
What do you mean by that? Or...
Yeah, you talk about fantasy. You're saying is Tanganga a good shout for this week? That's what you guys are. I'm not a fantasy boy personally.
Is that the Tottenham guy? Or...
Tanganga's the Tottenham guy. Yeah. I thought he was going.
What have they got this week?
Tottenham.
Is it Southampton? I'm not sure.
Watford. They got Watford at home.
I'll tell you, LNSA Football Club, whatever that is. I'll tell you who is a good shout for this week, and I've got him on my fantasy team. And people laughed and didn't tip him for even in the draft deal. People, didn't tip him for the first 20 or 30. Regulon.
I didn't have him.
I think picked 10 points in the first game and 6 or 8 points on the weekend. I think Regulon is fantastic. He's an attacking wing back. He's to be starting under Nuno compared to Jose, so I think he'll start week in, week out this year. He's an attacking back, and I think against Watford, Tottenham, after not conceding a goal yet so far, I think Tottenham have a very good chance of keeping a clean sheet. So I think Regulon, if you can afford him, LNSAVC is a red hot shout if you can afford him over that Tanganon.
So what about Jota and Trent or Salah? I guess does that mean like their price are the same?
I don't know, but I got Jota and Salah in my draft team, and I've got Trent only in my fantasy team. So I think
Salah on my fantasy.
Do you, Jake?
Yeah,
he's a top. I think he's going to compete for the top goals. Well, they've got Chelsea this weekend, so
who Salah? Are you saying?
Eh?
Are you saying Salah's going to be?
Yes, Salah should compete for the top Premier League. So do you think? But Liverpool have Chelsea this weekend. So do you think that Liverpool? I know they got Van Dijk fit, but do you think that Liverpool will keep a clean sheet against Chelsea? I think that Chelsea has a very high chance of scoring a goal, at least one. Which means that Trent Alexander-Arnold, TAA, unless he gets an assist or a goal, even if he plays 90 minutes, if they concede, he only gets 2 points. So I would like my chances more that Jota / Salah will score a goal against Chelsea than that Trent Alexander-Arnold will keep a clean sheet against Chelsea with Lukaku starting up front. Personally,
have Liverpool conceded a goal yet? I don't think they
No.
have they?
Not yet. No.
So both
No.
teams haven't conceded a goal. Maybe it'll be a fucking 0-0.
So
Tottenham,
I think it's Tottenham, Chelsea, Liverpool haven't conceded a goal yet from memory.
Yeah, well, Tottenham's both 2-1 1-0 wins.
yeah.
So
them.
I hope Watford fucking slap them up.
You know it's going to be awkward when Tottenham win the league.
Hey?
Oh, you
Tottenham
just
win
can't
the
see
league with Nuno.
that trophy. You can't see that.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine Tottenham win the league with Nuno? Harry Kane stays, Tottenham win the league.
It's not going to happen.
Imagine he leaves.
There's no fucking way. There's no way Tottenham win the league. I'll bet my fucking
I've got a quick question for you off topic. What's the new Liverpool centre back that signed for them not long ago?
Kanate.
Mm-hmm. So Kanate's obviously was meant to be the centre back pairing with Van Dijk. However, Matip started the first 2 games, haven't conceded a goal. Even for fantasy, do you think that Klopp will keep Kanate on the bench because considering that Matip and Van Dijk haven't conceded?
Yeah, I would.
I mean, it's working well for them.
You keep what's working, yeah.
Do you think he'll be a backup? Because they did sign him as a first-team player, technically speaking, didn't they?
Matip has a lot of injuries as well, so I'm sure he's going to get a lot of game time. Martial is worth more than the whole of the Arsenal team. You're taking the piss out of me.
Jeez, man, I think I was going to say I think it would be lucky to even get what we pay for Martial these days. He looks so off. Even last night, he looks so off the ball. Every time he touches it, he loses it. He's got, he should have scored a header. Don't get me wrong. It was a little bit awkward off the crossbar. Should have scored a header. He attacks a player. He doesn't look like he has the flair that he used to. I think he's done. I think over in Italy, Spain, or something, he might do well. But I think he's done.
I didn't think he was anything before he even came. Personally, I remember the first game that he came and they said he scored that goal and it was Henry
against Liverpool.
That open foot goal. And I remember getting fucking tweeted out, "This guy's the next Henry." I'm like, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, don't even fucking mess with me. I said, let's see how he goes after a year, and he's just done nothing since.
I've never been a fan. The reason why I've never been a fan is because, in my opinion, he loses the ball too much. Hence, what I was talking about Bruno earlier on. Don't get me wrong, they create chances. Martial can beat 3 defenders and score an absolute. He can beat 3 defenders, score an absolute worldie in the bottom right hand corner. And I love Bruno to pieces. I would never bag out Bruno, but their biggest problem, both of them, they have the similar problem. They give the ball away too much. Hold the ball. If you hold the ball, you can't lose. You can't concede a goal unless you score an own goal. And if you hold the ball and go forward, you got more chance of winning the game. You give the ball to the opposition, you can't win the game, can you?
Yeah, well, yeah, it's true. It's true.
Are you all right? Martial was different when he came. Just injuries. Yeah, but Rohan, he still gave the ball away too much, mate. Way too much.
I do compare, like, Alexis Sanchez was someone that gave the ball away a lot, but that guy never stopped the whole fucking game. He just had a different mentality. I know he flopped at you guys, bro, but I fucking miss him so much.
I'll give you an example. What was that person's name again that just put up that chat
Rohan.
again about Rohan? I'll give you an example, right? So there's 2 positions over the last of players over the last 10 years. If you want to talk about Martial and being a fantastic player bar injuries, so you've got someone like a Ryan Giggs, miles ahead of him over the last 10 years, even in his later stages, miles ahead of him. And if you want to talk about him as a great striker, you've got someone that played for us from 18 months, funnily enough, from Jake and Dylan's team, Robin van Persie, that was 50 times better than Martial at scoring goals. So I don't see how he can be a fantastic player when you've got Ryan Giggs, even at the early 30s, was a better winger than him, and Van Persie, even 18 months before he went to no-name land and he won the league with us, that was a 50 times better player than him. In my opinion, he gave the ball away too much. He can't finish. He can dribble okay and potentially beat a player, but that's all he's got.
What's his highest goal count for a year?
It was 18 months ago when he won and best player. I think it was 15 to 20 goals or something for the season as striker. You got to remember Robin van Persie. I just finished reading Sir Alex Ferguson's biography last night, and funnily enough, his last chapter is the final campaign where he obviously signed Robin van Persie from Arsenal. He realised, I think he said that it took 6 to 8 weeks or something ridiculous to realise that for the players to realise, the kind of player that Robin van Persie was. But Robin van Persie won us the league, in my opinion. He was ridiculous. Don't get me wrong, great signing. You could pay back then. You could have paid 70 bloody million for him, and he was fantastic. He single-handedly won us the league.
Yeah, the only reason he went to United because he went to the Arsenal board, and they promised him that they were like going to sign players and win the league and stuff, and he said, "I want to win the league." He said, "I just want to leave." So,
because he was apparently, I don't know how true it was or not, but according to SAF, he was rumored to go to City as well.
Probably, yeah.
They wouldn't pay the money.
So when Rashford was injured, Martial stepped into his shoes and filled his shoes. What are the chances that doesn't happen again? So when Rashford was injured, Martial stepped up
into his shoes and filled his shoes. And what are the chances that doesn't happen again? Yeah, but see, Rohan, even if
you got more squad depth now.
I was going to say, Rohan, even if Rashford doesn't fill his shoes, you've got Sanchez that can play on the left or the right. You've got Greenwood that can play on the right. You've got Amad Diallo that can play on the left or the right. The option. We've got depth, and that's and that's not even doubling into the likes of who's the other player that's coming through. Palestri, etc., etc. We've got depth there now. Rashford's 21, 22. Well, he might be 23. Martial's a couple of years older than him. I think that Rashford shits all over Martial. Rashford annoys me too because he gives the ball away too much. Again, he gives the ball away too much. People love Rashford. I personally think he's a United fan. He's a great attacking flair. Gives the ball away way too much. Play the simple ball. Stop taking the bloody player on every time and losing it. Play the simple ball. Make a run. You're quick. You can get in behind, and then off you go. But Rashford's got more potential, and if not, and if both of them fail, we've got depth.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. All right, boys. Well, we're gonna wrap it up today, guys. We're gonna be back on Wednesday. We're doing live EPL match previews. So come check it out, guys. Remember, if you're new, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. We'll be back with the same boys and maybe a couple of extras, depending if their girlfriends allow them, Mr. Gayho himself. So
yeah, go the Gayho.
Yeah, appreciate you guys being in here, and GG's.